Hey guys, Damon from Stock Barometer here. This video is doubling as a close report for a trade in our penny stock newsletter, and I also want to let other people know about how we're playing. And because this is the first actual breakout we've experienced, I want to show how it works. So, a lot of people have this idea that playing penny stocks is either risky, dangerous, or stupid. And you just type penny stocks into Google and you'll find, clickbait. You'll find people who are saying penny stocks are bad. People are saying they got rich off of penny stocks. The idea for most people is that if you put money into penny stocks, you're risking it because you're putting it in a company that probably doesn't have the fundamentals to grow quickly. But if it does grow quickly, your penny of investment could turn into $1 of investment. So you see sometimes people claiming that they got rich off of penny stock investments. Now that's true, but overall you're going to lose money in penny stocks if you're just putting money in random penny stocks. So what I want to teach people is that you can have the best of both worlds. And that's exactly what I'm doing in my Penny Stock Breakouts newsletter. And I'm going to explain this strategy to you, and then I'm going to tell you this trade that we recently did. And for the subscribers, I'm going to tell you that it's time to close this trade and explain why. All right, so let's say you subscribe to this newsletter. At least once per week, you're going to get a email from me telling you not to buy a penny stock, but to place a limit order for that penny stock. So what's going to happen is the penny stock is going to be lower than that buy limit order. So at this time, I don't remember. This was on September the 30th. So let's take a look at where that penny stock was on September the 30th. This is NGD, New Gold. It's a gold mining company. And I don't choose these at random. Unlike my other newsletters, I do some fundamental analysis, some rumor analysis, some news analysis to find the penny stocks that are most likely to break out. And those are the ones I focus on. So I'm actually combining a bit of fundamental gossip and then some technical stuff to figure out what we want to do with what stock. So we looked at NGD on September, actually the 29th, the 30th actually. And at that time, this is what we got. So we were at around $2.20 at this time. And I said, if it hits $2.35, buy it. Now, I'm not telling you to watch it and buy it. I'm telling you, at the time you get my email alert, what I want you to do is to go into your brokerage account and put a buy limit order for that stock. So what's going to happen is if the stock hits that price, and I choose these prices very carefully, if that stock hits that price, it's going to trigger a buy order, and your brokerage is going to buy that penny stock for you. And I'm choosing these prices because I know that if the stock reaches the price, we could just say, if the stock reaches the price, it's going to continue past that price. And that's exactly what happened. Look how this worked. So I issued the newsletter on the 30th. Following day, the stock dropped. But the days after that, the stock started to soar. And we went from wherever it was at that time. I removed the calculator. I forget how much. But at that exact time, let's be conservative and assume that you bought at the close, which would be 2.27, all right? Okay, so we did 308 divided by 2 what did I say? 227. So a conservative estimate of your ROI would be 35.6%. And that's in a week. So that is something that when you hear people talking about how they got rich off penny stocks, that's the reason why. They played trades like this. So this is what I'm trying to get you into. I want to give you the best of both worlds. You're not going to have to put money in a bunch of penny stocks and hope they go up. All you're going to do is set a limit order. Um, that limit order is going to go through if the stock hits a certain number. So we set the limit order at 2.53, and actually 2 days after I sent out that newsletter, your brokerage would have triggered that order. You would have bought NGD, and it would have went all the way up to 3.08. Now I'm saying to close this now, even though I said my price target is 3.39. So actually what happens after you get this and it triggers, I watch these. So when they trigger, I go ahead and tell people it's triggered. So you would have gotten this email, and I said it triggered, and remember the price target is 3.39. So now instead of sell limit order, so you don't even have to worry about watching the stock. Instead of sell limit order, so when it hits 3.39, it has not done so yet. When it hits 3.39, your brokerage will automatically sell it. And in that case, you're going to make a lot more money. You're probably going to make 50 to 60% profit in a few days. And that's basically the entire process. So buy limit order, it's triggered, and then you get another email from me, and I say, okay, we're going to do a, oh, I shouldn't show you this. We're going to do a, because this is only for subscribers, so whoops. But we're going to do a sell limit order. So you do the buy limit order, it triggers. You do the sell limit order, it triggers, and you've probably made like 60% on that single play. Now, I said for my subscribers, we're closing the penny stock play on NGD. The reason for that is a technical reason. I think just statistically it's going to go down. So my price target might not be reached. I'm not saying not to hold on to it if you're bullish on gold. This is actually a pretty good stock. I am also holding on to a gold stock. Not the same one though. I didn't buy into this one. I bought into a different one. I bought into GDX. It's an ETF actually. So you're actually, if you're playing NGD, you're playing a company. If you're playing GDX, oh, my internet's broken or something. If you're playing GDX, you're playing an ETF on like all the gold mining companies. So it's more diversified, it's a bit safer, and it's not a penny stock. You can see the volume is really high. It's a very popular thing to play, and that's what I'm playing. I'm playing this with options. But if you don't have a lot of money, NGD is probably a better bet. If you want to play a penny stock, and remember, anything under $5 is technically a penny stock. So I'm going to give you penny stocks at like the penny level. I'm also going to give you penny stocks at the few dollars level. That's what we did with NGD. So let this be a close report for my subscribers after Columbus Day on Tuesday. Please close this play. If you want to be a little more risk seeking, you can keep this price target and just watch it go up. I'm just telling you for our portfolio, for this newsletter, I'm just going to go ahead and close this for a newsletter. I'm not going to talk about it again unless we open another trade on it. So I think we've done pretty well. In 1 week, we've made almost 40% ROI. Remember, most people in 1 year typically only get 7% ROI. So penny stocks are something that can make you rich if you play them smartly. You don't want to dump money into a penny stock. You want to look at the fundamentals of the company. You want to look at the potential and the gossip and the news in that company. And then you want to look at the technicals to determine where you want to buy in and where you want to get out. And if you don't know how to do all that, just subscribe to my newsletter. I'll do that for you. Once a week at least, you will get this type of email. It'll say trade alert when we want to set a limit order. It'll say close alert when we want to get out of a stock. But typically, I'm going to give you a trade alert and then a trigger alert where I say, hey, we reached this price. Now it's time to put in that sell limit order. Please do it now. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through it. It's called penny stock breakouts because that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for penny stocks just like this that were really flat for a long time and then suddenly broke out. So there you go. If you have any questions, you can email me damon@stockbarometer.com. And oh yes, how do you sign up for this newsletter? Well, there's going to be a link below in the YouTube video, but you can also just do type Stock Barometer, and then type Damon Varial, my name, and then type penny stocks, and you'll probably find it. Can't imagine you wouldn't find it. So there you go, right there. And you get a $1 trial for the first month, so it's no risk. Here's your discount code. So that's it. I mean, try it for a month, and if you don't like it, cancel. It's only $1. No reason not to.